All righty. I know we've still got a few people who are rolling in, but for the interest of time, I think we can go ahead and get going. So hello, everyone, and welcome to our Prospective International Student webinar. I'm very excited to be speaking with y'all today, and thank you so much to everyone who's been sharing in the chat where you're logging in from. We'd love to see that information, to know what you're interested in, and to know where in the world you are. My name is Lynn Douglas. I am the graduate recruitment lead for our grad programs here at the School of Public Health, and I will be taking y'all through our program today. I'm also joined in the chat by a few of my colleagues from the Recruiting and Admissions Team, as well as a few of our current students in the program who are going to answer your questions later on after our presentation. To get started, here is a snapshot of our agenda today. We are going to do an overview of public health and what that looks like here at the University of Michigan. We'll talk about our department's degree offerings and application timelines. We'll also go over our application requirements and some English proficiency requirements. And then we'll spend time discussing funding and our international student community resources before opening it up for Q&A with our student panel. Oops, went a little too far there. So to start off, we are going to talk about what Michigan Public Health is and what that looks like here at the School of Public Health. So at a glance, our student body is about 1,300 graduate students, and about 98%, or not 98, about 28% of those are going to be current international students. And if y'all give me a second so I can find my mouse, lost my place for just a second. Our student body is about 1,300 students, and about 300 of those are undergraduate students, and about 28% of those are going to be international students, so about 374. And here at the Michigan School of Public Health, we are pursuing a healthier and more equitable world for all through research, education, and action. We have 5 graduate degrees across 8 areas of study, and that is including residential and online master's degree options, as well as several dual degree programs where students can focus their degree and academic interests. Our school has over 35 student organizations, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. And then there are over 1,600 student organizations here at the University of Michigan. So everyone has an opportunity to get involved at the school and at the university level. If you're interested in research, our portfolio is about $80 million a year. And we have a very dedicated student life team, and there are countless opportunities and resources from networking opportunities to connecting with alumni that you'll have access to as a student in our program. And we highly encourage current students to take advantage of these opportunities while they're here. As noted on our slide, our student to faculty ratio is about 9-1. The University of Michigan is a very large public research university with a lot of people on our campus, but being a graduate student has the unique experience of having a smaller dedicated community. So you have access to all of the resources that this large university has to offer with a smaller dedicated public health community here at the school. And as a community, we do strive to support students from all angles. So as a public health student, you will have access to resources at the university, school, department, and program level. Additionally, all of our students are assigned a faculty advisor to help guide them through the program. Our students are very lucky to be able to live and learn in Ann Arbor, which is a lively college town that is consistently ranked as one of the best places in the country to live. To give you a picture of what Ann Arbor is like, it is home to more than 150 parks, so if you enjoy nature, there's a lot to explore there. The city is also a very exciting and diverse community that draws people from all walks of life. We have students and families and foodies and artists, and of course, outdoor and sports enthusiasts. So there's a place for everyone here in the Ann Arbor community. We're also located about 35 miles away from Detroit, so we really get that mix of small town charm here in Ann Arbor and big city energy if you want to hop on over to Detroit to see professional sports, more food, or even head over to Canada for the weekend. Here at Michigan Public Health, we have 6 departments with a variety of programs to study from biostatistics, environmental health sciences, epidemiology, health management and policy, health behavior and health equity, and nutritional sciences. You can see examples of specific topics and areas of study within each department's box. So if any of those topics are of interest to you, you can read more about that department on our website. Within our departments, there are a variety of degree paths to choose from depending on what your academic interests and goals are. The Master's in Public Health is our flagship degree, but we also offer a Master's in Health Services Administration, Master's of Science, and PhD degrees. We have residential programs that are here in Ann Arbor. They take about 2 years, 60 credit hours to complete. We also have our PhD programs that can be completed in 4 to 5 years. You'll also see that we have our Masters of Health Services Administration, and that is available with our Health Management and Policy Department. If you're interested in more of a research-based curriculum, our Masters of Science and PhD programs are also available. Our Masters in Public Health and Masters in Health Services Administration degrees are administered via the SOPHAS application, while the MS and PhD program applications are administered through the Rackham Graduate School. Additionally, our school has a handful of formalized dual degrees with other schools across campus. So students are, if you're interested in applying to a dual degree, y'all should apply to both schools separately as a normal applicant, and you have to be admitted into both schools to pursue it. We encourage you to speak to department program coordinators at the School of Public Health and at the program that you're interested in doing a dual degree with before applying to make sure that you are on the right track. Most of our programs don't require a specific undergraduate degree or set of professional work experience, which is really nice because we see students and applicants from nearly all backgrounds. However, some of our departments do have some recommended or required coursework for admissions, which can be found on program-specific websites. For those of you who are looking for a STEM OPT eligible degree, we do have a few of those here at the School of Public Health. Our biostatistics, environmental health sciences, epidemiology, and nutritional sciences departments all offer STEM OPT eligible degrees. Health management and policy and health behavior and health equity are not STEM OPT eligible options. For a full list of STEM OPT eligible programs, please reference the U.S. Department of Homeland Security's DHS STEM designated degree program list or connect with our International Center here on campus. Moving into the graduate application process, I want to make a quick note here. There are 2 different application systems for the degrees that we offer. If you're interested in pursuing an MPH or an MHSA program, you will fill out the SOPHAS application. And if you're interested in an MS or a PhD program, you will fill out the application that is managed by the Rackham Graduate School. For those of you who are interested in an MPH or an MHSA, all of these materials that we have on screen will be submitted via SOPHAS. So we will require your official transcripts, which will go under a WES evaluation, your statement of purpose, which is about 1,000 words, your quantitative experiences statement, which is going to be about 500 words, your resume or your CV, and 3 letters of recommendation in addition to a SOPHAS application fee. Optionally, you can also submit a reflective essay, which can be used to address any special circumstances that you may wish to make the admissions committee aware of. Regarding the transcripts and English proficiency exams, so if your degree is from a non-US college, the institution must be recognized and approved by the Ministry of Education or commission responsible for higher education in the country where the degree was earned. All international transcripts must be evaluated via WES and submitted directly via SOPHAS. So you won't send anything directly to the School of Public Health or the University of Michigan. For English proficiency, since the MPH and MHSA and the MS and PhD applications are managed separately, there may be some variations in the requirements, and we'll cover them here, but please be sure to reference relevant websites in your preparation to apply. All applicants, regardless of program, all international applicants, regardless of program, must be able to demonstrate satisfactory proficiency in the English language. We accept the TOEFL and the IELTS tests, with our minimum TOEFL score being 100 and the minimum IELTS score being a 7.0. Test scores are valid for 2 years, and there are some exceptions to the English proficiency exams. If you are a native English speaker, are an applicant from Puerto Rico, or if you've completed all of your undergraduate education and earned an undergraduate degree at an institution where the language of instruction is English only, and undergraduate degree requirements must be completed prior to starting your classes at the University of Michigan. Also, if you've completed all of your graduate education and earned a graduate degree at an institution where the language of instruction is English only, and again, graduate degree requirements must be completed before starting classes at U of M. The final exception is if you are a current University of Michigan student. Now let's move into the requirements for the MS and PhD programs out of the Rackham Graduate School. Application requirements for these programs can include, of course, a complete application from the Rackham Graduate School and Apply Web, your TOEFL and your IELTS scores, official transcripts, letters of recommendation, personal and academic statements, your resume or CV, and an application fee. Each department and program may vary slightly in what they require or are looking for in an application for an MS or PhD program. So we strongly encourage you to connect directly with program staff for clarification on any of these items. TOEFL and IELTS are also both accepted for the Rackham Graduate School and are valid for 2 years. The scores must be received directly from the testing agency, and these can take up to about 2 weeks to arrive after your initial request to the testing agency. It can also take longer if your exam needs to be evaluated by the testing agency. Some of our programs require higher language scores than the Rackham Graduate School English proficiency scores from non-native English speakers. So again, please be sure to check the program's requirements by visiting the program page or reaching out to a program coordinator. The list of exceptions for TOEFL and IELTS scores are very similar. Again, if you're a native English speaker or an applicant from Puerto Rico, if you've completed your undergraduate or graduate education at an institution where the language of instruction is English only, these graduate or undergraduate courses must be completed prior to starting your classes at the University of Michigan, or if you are a current U of M student. We recognize that cost plays a very important role in the decision-making process for graduate school. The School of Public Health offers departmental scholarships that all master's applicants are considered for if you apply by the December 1st priority deadline. For international students with F1, F2, J1, J2, or G series visas, you will be required to certify sufficient funds to cover the estimated cost for 1 year of study. Something I do want to note is that funding is very unique to each individual student. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to program coordinators or contact our team for clarification. Currently, all applications to our programs are open, and the priority deadline of December 1st is coming up. For Masters in Public Health and Masters in Health Services Administration applications, the final deadline for international students is January 15th of 2025. And then the final deadline for MS and PhD programs does vary by department, so be sure to check with those programs for details on when the final application is due. I have a few more slides to go through before we open it up for Q&A. But one of the things that I really wanted to spend some time talking about is what it looks like to be an international student while you're here at the University of Michigan and at the School of Public Health. Our student life team works very closely with our international student community to foster connections, share information, and host events. We have a weekly international student newsletter that is full of events and resources for both the school and campus at large. They host exclusive events like the International Student Welcome Dinner, game nights, and a farewell dinner, and more throughout the year. For the past few years and into the future, we have been coordinating an airport pickup program. And this is a program designed to help new international students get from the Detroit International Airport to campus. And we have current international students who volunteer to pick y'all up and get you to Ann Arbor. We also have over 35 student organizations here at the School of Public Health, and there are well over 1,600 at the university. If you scan the QR code on the screen, you can see our international student website and learn more about what we have going on here at the school and find university resources as well. We also have support services during the admissions process and from our career services team. While you're in the admissions process, you will have the opportunity to attend exclusive webinars like this one. And if you're admitted, we will be hosting more specialized webinars, including an I-20 boot camp, a career services webinar, and we will make sure that you stay connected with current international student ambassadors and have specialized marketing campaigns to make sure that you're getting the information that is helpful and relevant to you. Once you're here on campus, our career services team has a variety of resources specifically for international students, such as career planning trackers and worksheets, workshops, and lists of companies that hire international students, and lists of where our international alumni have gone to work. We want you to feel supported at the school level, but also want you to know that you have resources at the university level too. Our International Center is the main hub of activity for international students. The English Language Institute offers language and academic support, and the International Institute houses 17 different centers and programs that are focused on specific world regions and global themes, and they develop and support international teaching, research, and public affairs programming. I know that this is a lot of information to take in, but we want you to know that we are here to help. These are your department program coordinators, so don't hesitate to reach out to any of them or to our team if you have any questions at all.